Hello everybody and welcome to the GMS magazine videos. Today I want to talk to you about the Carnival Row role-playing game, which I think is actually very exciting. But where is it actually going? What is the point of this? Creating role-playing games based on existing series or movies is far from being new. From the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Star Wars, Judge Dredd, Buffy, Farscape, Stargate, which by the way, there's going to be a new game coming out soon, so keep an eye on Kickstarter for that, and even a movie like Species from the 90s, they got their own role-playing game, and this is just the ones I have. I'm sure there are plenty more out there. So that used to be, still is, quite commonplace. You know, I'm not mentioning there's another Judge Dredd game out there right now, the Star Trek game as well, which is pretty good. But now the thing that's got my attention is that the Amazon series Carnival Row, which, take it or leave it, like it or not, it's proven to be very popular, and it is a sign that Amazon is actually willing to invest big buck on fantasy, which I like quite a lot.
Name.
Now, I found out through a Facebook that The Nerdist has a link where you can download the role-playing game for Carnival Row. I've only watched the first episode of this series, so I still have to make up my mind as to whether how much I like it. So far I do. But the fact that there is a role-playing game, okay, that piqued my attention. I downloaded it, I haven't read it yet. I downloaded it, and well, it's based on Travis Beacham's writing. That makes sense, he's the one who created Carnival Row after all. And we're talking about somebody with a great deal of experience. You know, this is the Pacific Rim script writer, so it's good. He's actually pretty good. He's done more things, of course. You know, the IMDb side, his page is quite interesting. But additional writing is by Eric C. Campbell. Now, why do I find this interesting? Eric C. Campbell is from Geek and Sundry. The fact that he's got this gig, I like. Not as much as I would like to like something else, but I like it. I like it. The game, in brackets game, I will go into this in a second, uses the Cypher system. This is the Monte Cook system, which been used in Numerera, The Strange, and so on and so forth. Now, it doesn't matter what system they use, there's always going to be people who like it, there's always going to be people who dislike it, but the fact is, it's a solid system, very well supported, and with plenty of fans. More importantly, I think it's even suitable for the topic. I think, yeah, I have nothing against it at all. I haven't read the book just yet, but I can imagine that it is, I mean, this is only 38 pages, so it's not going to be a mega comprehensive role-playing game, but the fact that it gives us an insight as to the world of Carnival Row and an introduction as to how it can be played is interesting enough. Now, why do I call this a role-playing game? Well, to be perfectly honest, just glancing at the document, which I thoroughly recommend that you download, but just glancing at it, to be honest, it feels like this has been put together in a rush, with a layout that's been thought out for printing and not for PDF, and just gathering enough info to give players and GMs enough for us to be able to finish crafting the game around the table. There aren't detailed character creation rules. And although, yes, of course, this is going to be in the Cypher system book, that's fair enough. But the fact that there is no rules clearly obvious, again, I haven't fully read this, I just glanced at it, on how to create the characters. It's got an awful lot of information lacking about the races. I would expect a great deal more.
The chaos of wars brought a new wave of refugees to these shores.
Our streets are safe, no more.
This is our city!
It is not a fully finished product. It's a marketing product that I think works really well, and it is very highly recommended. I recommend taking a look at it because it's actually quite pretty. It's not perfect, but it's actually quite pretty, and the series is worth it. And if you have enjoyed the series and you're so inclined, then you can make your own game around this. This is good.
You're alive. You left me in the ashes of my homeland.
This is where we go.
What do I like about this, and what do I dislike about this? What I like is the fact that they've actually made it. The fact that somebody has thought, let's create this. Let's spend, I don't know, I'm going to be generous, $8,000 creating this. Let's go for it. And I'm being generous because most of the artwork, I bet, already existed. They didn't have to do anything new. You know, there are photo frames from the series, there's illustrations from the series. The layout is good, is right, but it's not fully finished in there yet. It's a layout for a book, not a PDF. It's not an expensive product. And that is what I don't like. That's what I dislike. We're talking about a series that costs millions to make. I mean, I have no idea how many of those millions this series cost to make. But I'm going to venture in the tens of the millions. Many tens of many millions. You have already spoken to Monte Cook Games to create this. This is an officially produced thing, you know, an endorsed game by Monte Cook Games. I'm doing this on my tablet because I want to make sure that I have the right page and I tell you exactly the right words that appear in this. It is officially licensed by Monte Cook Games. Seriously, producers, seriously, couldn't you just told Monte Cook Games, here is $50, $60, $70, $100,000, do this game, the whole thing. Go for it. Compared to the whole budget of the series, this is a pittance. A pittance. Why couldn't you do that? Instead of doing something that it's nice, but leaves me wanting a great deal more. So I understand though that this is to do with, well, we don't know if it's going to be worth it. Okay, you don't know if it's going to be worth it, and that is actually fair enough. So you've spent a tip in creating this, and you know what? Some of the viewers, you're not going to like this, but now it's down to us. Now it truly is down to us. Now we need to make noise about this. We need to stream some games. We need to go to their website, you know, their PageBook site, and talk about this, because we need to show that we are actually interested. Even if you don't like Carnival Row, even if you don't like the Cypher system, even if you are not interested in this game, it's important that everybody makes a lot of noise about this. Because if we do, if Hollywood or Netflix or whoever see that there is a lot of noise being generated around this, if they see that this is a good marketing ploy, they will probably spend $100,000 in the future to go to Monte Cook, to Green Ronin, to whoever, I don't care, whoever, and create a fully fledged, really cool role-playing game. But that depends on us. We need to take on our own stride to talk about this. To say to other publishers, other filmmakers, I want this. Because there are so many series out there that deserve a role-playing game. So many movies, so many of them. And I would like to see that happen. So I would like to propose to everyone, go to the Nerdist, download the file, even if you're never going to play, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Download it. Let's make sure that they see how many people are downloading this. Go to the Facebook page, talk about it. Go to Twitter, tag them. Take a photograph of you playing this game and put it out there. Let's make sure that Amazon sees that this is something worth pursuing. That going to another company and finishing this product is something that is worth their time. Even if it's not going to give them any money, if it's worth their time. Let's try. Let's have a go. This is a good sign. Even if the product is not finished, even if it is just a few pages put together. This is a good sign. It means they're taking Geek and Sundry seriously. It means that they're willing to the possibility that this is worth investing their time in. This is good news. This is very good news. Let's make it fantastic news by spreading the word, talking about it, and asking for more. As I am going to ask you to please subscribe if you haven't done so yet. It would be great to have you around. Please do leave me your comments down there. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and I promise I'll do my best to reply to as many comments as I can. Leave me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video, and above all, thank you once again for being there, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.